If you're still broke, despite working hard, despite earning more than you used to, despite trying everything you've read online, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're dumb. And it's not because you're cursed. It's because no one ever showed you the real reason why people stay broke. And it's not just about money. It's about habits, triggers, patterns, and silent beliefs running in the background of your mind, sabotaging you before you even begin. In this video, we're going to expose the truth most people are too afraid to say, that staying broke isn't just bad luck, it's a system. One that's been trained into you. But if it's a system, it can be unlearned. Let's break it down. 1. You were taught to trade time for money, and that's it. From school to your first job, the formula was simple: work more hours, get more money. But this model has a ceiling. You only have so many hours. And if your only way of earning is tied to time, you'll always hit a wall. Rich people don't just work. They build assets. They create things that keep paying them whether they show up or not. Until you make that shift, you'll always be in a cycle of chasing, not building. 2. You think income equals wealth. Making more money doesn't make you rich. Keeping more does. And what you do with what you keep is even more important. There are six-figure earners living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they spend more every time they earn more. They chase lifestyle, not leverage. You can't out-earn a spending addiction. The real flex? Ownership. Margin. Options. 3. You have a hidden emotional attachment to being broke. Sounds crazy, right? But for many people, broke is familiar. It's what their family knew. What their peers still live in. And the brain craves familiarity more than freedom. If being broke feels safe, if struggle feels normal, you'll unconsciously sabotage any progress. You'll spend the bonus. Avoid the budget. Miss the opportunity. Because abundance doesn't feel like home, yet. 4. You're spending to escape, not to build. Impulse shopping. Takeout. Streaming binges. We tell ourselves we deserve it. But what we're really doing is numbing. Avoiding the discomfort of change. Of discipline. Of sitting still and facing the truth. Rich people spend strategically. They don't buy to feel better. They buy to build better. Every dollar has a job. Yours should too. 5. You've confused activity with progress. You made a budget. Once. You downloaded the app. You watched a finance video. But nothing stuck. Because you're stuck in motion, not momentum. Information without action is a trap. Real progress is boring. Repetitive. Unsexy. But it's also where the money is made. If it's not happening automatically, it's probably not happening at all. 6. You've never built a system that saves you from yourself. Let's be honest, discipline fades. Motivation disappears. Willpower breaks. Rich people don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Auto transfer savings. Subscriptions audited quarterly. Spending triggers tracked. Accountability built in. You're still broke not because you're weak, but because you're trying to muscle through what should be automated. It's not you. It's the system. 7. You don't track your money, you trust your memory. You think you kinda know where it all goes. But when you open your bank app, you're shocked. Again. Rich people know exactly what their money is doing. What's coming in. What's going out. Where the leaks are. Where the leverage is. Awareness is everything. Because what gets tracked, gets improved. 8. You're waiting for the right time to start when I make more. When this month ends. After the holidays. Let me be blunt, if you're waiting, you're losing. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Every week you delay, your future self pays the price. Even $10 saved today matters more than $100 saved next year. 9. You keep taking advice from broke people. Friends. Coworkers. Social media influencers living on credit. You're surrounded by money advice that sounds good, but isn't working. Because most people are guessing. Copying. Repeating what they heard. Not what they know. Rich people seek mentorship. Books. Evidence. Strategy. They don't just take advice, they qualify it. 10. You don't believe wealth is for you. Deep down, a part of you might believe you're not that kind of person. Not someone who gets ahead. Not someone who's good with money. Not someone who wins. Until that belief breaks, the budget won't matter. The savings won't stick. The change won't last. Because behavior follows identity. And the second you start seeing yourself as someone who builds wealth, not survives, you start acting like it. So how do you fix it? Start small. Pick one broken belief and challenge it. Automate one good habit. Read one real finance book. Audit one spending category. Win one tiny money victory this week. Wealth isn't built in one move. It's built in mindset, systems, and habits. You don't need more willpower. You need better scaffolding. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just not operating with the right tools, yet. But now you know. And that means you're no longer stuck. You're starting. And that changes everything.